Before she became an Oscar-winning actress, before she stood on stage holding gold statues, before she became one of the most respected performers in Hollywood, Viola Davis was a little girl who went to school hungry. Not metaphorically hungry, actually hungry. And that's where this story begins. Viola Davis grew up in Central Falls, Rhode Island. Her family lived in extreme poverty. She has spoken openly about living in a building that was condemned. Rats, hunger, shame. Imagine being a child and already feeling behind, already feeling less than, already understanding what it means to be invisible. She didn't grow up dreaming about red carpets. She grew up surviving. And so did a lot of us. Some of us weren't raised to bloom. We were raised to endure. Viola loved acting. It was her escape, her voice, her power. She trained at Juilliard. She had talent, serious talent. But here's what most people don't talk about. She worked for decades before her breakthrough. Small roles, background roles, stereotypical roles, years of being overlooked, years of being told, directly or indirectly, that she didn't fit. Too dark, too strong, too different. This is the part of the story I want you to hear. Success did not come fast. It came after endurance. And the invisible middle is where most people quit. When Viola Davis won the Emmy for How to Get Away with Murder, she became the first Black woman to win Outstanding Lead Actress in a drama series. In her speech, she said, "The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity." That line wasn't polished PR. It was lived experience. Her success wasn't luck. It was preparation meeting opportunity after decades of persistence. And then came the Oscar for Fences. But here's the deeper truth. The awards didn't validate her. She had to validate herself long before the world did. Viola later wrote her memoir, Finding Me, not Finding Success, Finding Me. Because becoming isn't about fame. It's about integration. It's about healing the girl who went to school hungry. It's about choosing not to live as the smallest version of yourself anymore. If you feel behind, if you feel like everyone else bloomed earlier, if you're in your invisible middle, you are not late. You are becoming. Viola Davis didn't wake up powerful. She survived what tried to shrink her, and then she decided she would no longer shrink. That decision, that's available to you too. Before she became Viola Davis, she was a girl who refused to stay invisible. And before you become who you're meant to be, you might have to survive the season that feels unseen. But you are not behind. You are becoming.